Some costly engine failures in 2026 are happening where buyers least expect them. Inside newer pickups, SUVs, and luxury vehicles wearing trusted badges. Machining debris can destroy bearings, cooling failures can cook an engine, and factory assembly mistakes can turn low mileage into false security. Strap in, feel the power. Welcome to Torque Tribune, where every turn fuels your passion for motoring. Some cases involve federal recalls. Others depend on VIN-specific campaigns or extended coverage. Ranked by severity, surprise, repair exposure, and failure risk, here are 7 engines buyers should investigate before handing over the cash or turning the key. Number 7. Toyota V35A shock. Metal debris threatens engines. Toyota's 3.4-liter twin-turbo V35A V6 lands here because it challenged one of the industry's strongest reliability reputations. Used in Tundra, Lexus LX, and GX models, the engine delivers muscular torque, but affected non-hybrid versions may contain machining debris around the number 1 main bearing. Under load, contamination can accelerate wear, causing knocking, rough running, no starts, stalling, or loss of propulsion. Toyota expanded related US campaigns again in May 2026. Not every V35A is affected, so buyers should check the VIN, dealer history, and whether inspection or engine replacement was properly completed. But Toyota isn't alone. Honda's next problem attacks engine oil itself. Number 6. Honda 1.5 Turbo. Fuel dilution eats away internals. Honda's 1.5-liter turbo earns number 6 because fuel dilution can undermine lubrication. Seen in Civic, CR-V, and Accord models, the issue is most associated with cold weather short trips, where unburned gasoline can mix with oil before reaching operating temperature. Warning signs include rising oil levels, fuel odor on the dipstick, misfires, or reduced power. Honda issued product updates and extended certain coverage, but not every engine received blanket recall protection. Buyers should verify updates, inspect cold start behavior, and review service history, because contaminated oil can accelerate bearing and cam wear. Next, Volkswagen shows how a coolant leak can become catastrophic. Number 5. Volkswagen EA888. Coolant leaks can destroy engines. Volkswagen Group's EA888 2.0-liter turbo takes number 5 because a simple cooling fault can snowball into major engine damage. Certain vehicles have experienced failures involving the water pump, thermostat, or thermostat housing. Low coolant, a sweet smell, pink residue, or rising temperatures are clues. An 8-year or 80,000-mile limited warranty extension applies to qualifying 2014 to 2021 Volkswagen models, subject to VIN requirements. Before buying, inspect the cooling module, ask about repeated coolant top-offs, and review invoices. Catch the leak early, and it is manageable. Ignore overheating, and repair costs can explode. But overheating isn't the only threat. The next engine faces bearing failure. Number 4. Hyundai-Kia Theta 2. Bearing failures still haunt owners. Hyundai and Kia's Theta 2 family reaches number 4 because rod bearing damage can turn a bargain into a catastrophic repair. Found in Sonata, Santa Fe, Tucson, Optima, Sorento, and Sportage models, affected engines may knock, enter limp mode, seize, or suffer connecting rod failure, with leaking oil creating fire risk. Regulators cited delayed recalls covering more than 1.6 million vehicles. The knock sensor detection system can flag bearing vibration with code P1326 and reduced power. Buyers should verify VIN campaigns, warranty eligibility, maintenance records, KSDS completion, and engine replacement before purchase. But the top 3 gets even more unsettling, starting with nearly new engines. Before we reveal them, hit like and subscribe to Torque Tribune. It helps us bring more hard-hitting automotive updates to enthusiasts like you. And the biggest engine warnings are still ahead. Number 3. Ford EcoBoost alarm. Factory mistakes threaten new engines. Ford's 2.3-liter EcoBoost enters the top 3 because these failures involve nearly new engines, not worn-out high-mileage hardware. Recall 26V205 covers 278 model year 2026 Explorers and Mustangs with incorrectly installed piston pin circlips, potentially damaging pistons or cylinders and causing power loss. Recall 26V343 covers 1,536 2025 to 2026 Broncos, Explorers, and Rangers with displaced camshaft roller finger followers. Symptoms include ticking, warning lights, leaks, no starts, or lost propulsion. Ford specifies long block replacement where required. Buyers should verify the VIN and never dismiss fresh engine valve train noise before delivery, regardless of mileage or reputation. Next, Nissan proves advanced engineering can bring expensive complications. Number 2. Nissan VC-Turbo. Clever engineering meets bearing disaster. Nissan's VC-Turbo takes number 2 because brilliant engineering becomes expensive when lubrication and bearings fail. Its variable compression system changes compression ratio for efficiency or power, but adds mechanical complexity. A 2025 campaign covered 443,899 Rogue, Altima, QX50, and QX55 vehicles, while a separate 2026 Rogue campaign covered 323,917 vehicles after high oil temperature was linked to lubrication degradation and bearing seizure. Dealers may reprogram controls, inspect codes, road test vehicles, check for metal, or replace engines. Buyers should confirm every recall and investigate knocking, roughness, or warning lights immediately without delay. And number 1 brings massive V8 muscle and massive scrutiny. Number 1, GM 6.2 V8 crisis, engine failures, face fresh scrutiny. GM's 6.2-liter L87 V8 holds number 1 because its combination of scale, internal damage, repair severity, and continuing scrutiny is difficult to ignore. Recall 25V274 covered about 597,600 US vehicles after crankshaft and sediment-related manufacturing problems could damage rod bearings and oil passages, causing knocking, seizure, or sudden propulsion loss. Engines failing inspection may be repaired or replaced. Passing engines receive revised oil-related measures. In January 2026, NHTSA opened Recall Query RQ 26001 after post-remedy failure complaints. Buyers should demand repair documentation and investigate any knock or oil pressure warning every time. That brings us to the lesson every used car buyer should remember. Verdict: one VIN check could prevent a costly disaster. The lesson is not that every vehicle using these engines belongs on a blacklist. It is that badges, low mileage, and a quiet test drive cannot replace documentation. Toyota shows how manufacturing debris can shake a reliability icon. Honda, Volkswagen, and Hyundai-Kia demonstrate how lubrication, cooling, and bearing issues can escalate. Ford, Nissan, and GM prove even newer engines may hide expensive factory defects. Before buying, check the VIN, verify completed campaigns, inspect fluids, review service history, and investigate every knock, leak, misfire, warning light, or unexplained power loss immediately. Now here is where we want to hear from you. Which of these 7 engines would make you most hesitant to buy a vehicle, even with complete service records? Have you personally owned or repaired one of these engines, and what was your experience? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and share your experiences or opinions. Your insights might just help other auto enthusiasts make their next big decision. If you're all about staying ahead in the world of vehicles, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Torque Tribune community for the latest vehicle updates, reliability reports, and upcoming videos. You can now check out any of the videos on your screen. Whether you're chasing more torque, technology, or trail-ready machines, there's plenty more horsepower-fueled content waiting for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.